Hello everyone, it's Phil Jones from Objective Reviews, and joining me is my man Cam Valentine. Cam, how are you?
I'm doing great. How about yourself?
Good. And we're here to talk about gaming on a projector. Many of us have game systems, PlayStations, Xboxes, and a lot of times we may even have a big gaming PC, and what we're looking at on an itty-bitty TV. But there's nothing like gaming on a large, immersive screen. So Cam, you're a gamer, right?
Absolutely.
So what do you have as your gaming rig to kind of verify your credentials?
So I have a liquid cooled gaming rig that's set up at my house. It's my dedicated gaming rig, liquid cooled, set up with a GeForce RTX 3070 graphic card, and I have that hooked up to an Alienware 38-inch gaming monitor.
Okay, so as you can see, he's hardcore. But we were talking to BenQ, and BenQ is one of the biggest makers of gaming monitors. Zowie monitors and things like that that are used for competitive gaming, and they were saying, you know what, you should really spend some time looking at some of those hardcore games on a projector because the experience is completely different and incredibly immersive. So in this series, sponsored by BenQ, over the next few months, we're going to be looking at a variety of different games that Cam gets to buy and play, and we're going to talk about those experiences and how cool it is to play on a projector. So, Cam, what's the benefit to you, based on your experience, for playing a video game on the projector versus your gaming system?
Okay. So like I said, I have a dedicated gaming system set up at my house, which is really nice. It's a nice dedicated system with a nice monitor. However, when jumping to a gaming projector and a 110-inch screen, it just changes the game. It's more immersive. You feel like you're really into the game. Not to mention, it makes aiming a lot easier because your sights are bigger and so is your enemy. So it's a lot easier to hit them.
That's true. We always say, why measure your TV in inches when you can measure it in feet, right?
Absolutely.
So if you're playing sports and the football player is like that big, it's a lot more interesting than if they're that big.
Absolutely.
Okay. So you have had the opportunity to play a couple of games on a projector. So what's the first game that we're going to be talking about this month?
All right, so the first game coming up is Rainbow Six Extraction, and I played that on the BenQ TK700, which is a dedicated competition-style first-person shooter projector.
So we'd like to thank our sponsor, BenQ, for actually helping us put this on and providing us with a couple of different projectors that we can utilize to test for gaming. So what makes a projector more of a gaming-based projector?
Low input lag, refresh rate, and you gotta have lumens as well because no one's gaming in a pitch dark room. You gotta have the lumens to cut through some ambient lighting.
Yeah, and input lag. Basically, if you come around the corner, he comes around the corner, you see him first, you kill him first, right?
Absolutely. You want to be able to pull the trigger on your controller and immediately have those rounds going down range versus you pulling the trigger, your system processing, and then you getting shot before anything happens on your end. So having a low input lag like the TK700 here behind me has a 16.67 millisecond input lag, which is pretty good.
Okay. Now, the other thing too is BenQ is a big manufacturer of gaming monitors. They make things like the Zowie monitors and stuff like that. And those monitors, as well as this projector, have game modes. Can you talk about the benefit of having a game mode?
So when you turn on a game mode for a projector, like the BenQ, it's automatically gonna give you the low input lag for first person shooter. It's automatically gonna knock you down to the 16.67 input lag. And then it's also gonna bring in HDR game mode so you can see into those shadows with a nice enhanced shadow detail and also bring you those highlights so you can see sparks and lights and sabers and lasers going off as well.
Yeah, so the picture modes, by the way, if you're looking at a maybe HDR movie versus a game, you may want, like I said, the brightness and the contrast adjusted to give you a gaming advantage. And no one wants to grab their remote control to make those adjustments every single time. The cool thing about a gaming-based projector that has a picture mode like this is it can quickly switch between watching movies in the dark in a cinematic experience to a gaming experience and whatever adjustments to color and contrast and brightness that you need to enhance your performance and your advantages when playing a video game.
Absolutely.
By the way, I would hold up a box and say, look at the box for the disc. Cam, where's the box for the game?
No box. It's all downloaded directly to the Sony PlayStation solid state drive.
Okay, okay. And that's one of the benefits of being, and that's one of the reasons why they can easily upgrade the games, and the games are continuously being upgraded, correct?
Yeah, absolutely. And since I went ahead and took apart my PlayStation and stuck in a 2 terabyte drive, I'm storing all my games in the PlayStation. No more carry around boxes like in the old days.
Yeah, I got to talk to this guy because I got to figure out how to do that with this one over here. Because by the way, that's mine. He wouldn't disconnect his because he's going to go back home after this and play some more video games on it.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So tell me a little bit about the game. What's the plot, dude?
Okay, so those of you that know Tom Clancy, Rainbow Six games, just gonna show my age a little bit because I'm one of the OGs of Rainbow Six. I played the original Tom Clancy Rainbow Six back in 1998 when it came out for Windows PC. So I've been playing Rainbow Six for a long time, and Rainbow Six Extraction totally changed. You're no longer going after saving hostages and taking out terrorists like in the original Rainbow Six. Now you're going after an alien threat, and they're called Archaeans.
So we talked about the fact that the projector has, like the game mode. And now, is there other things built into the projector that can kind of give you a competitive advantage when you're playing a game like this?
Absolutely. A good gaming projector is also going to have the ability to enhance your black details. Again, in the case of the BenQ TK700, it does enhance the black details, allowing you to peek into those corners that are super dark where somebody could be hiding. You can see all the details in there to see if somebody's hiding in there, or perhaps in the case of Tom Clancy Rainbow Six Extraction, you can see there's an Archaean ducked down, hiding in there, ready to come out here and explode on you, like one of the bloaters or something like that.
Okay. Look at him with all of the gaming terms. Okay, so what are some scenes or some parts of the game that really stood out when you were playing on this projector?
Yeah, absolutely. When your character sets up their auto turret, and then it starts auto targeting all the Archaeans that are coming at you, that actually looks really good, nice and blown up big on the projector screen because you can see everything and you can see that auto cannon just taking out all the threat for you. But of course, you still got to help it out. Stick yourself in a corner, hide behind the turret. It's a little pro tip. Hide behind the turret, and then you could take out Archaeans that are trying to come in and destroy the turret.
And of course, the game is in HDR, right?
Absolutely, HDR.
And that helps you see all of the little details. Like we talked about, if you're playing these games, if someone's hiding in the shadows, you want to be able to see it. If something's in the sky and it's super bright, you want to be able to see that without the highlights being blown out, and you have that experience as well, right?
Absolutely, and if you go to my review on projectorreviews.com and you read through it and you see some of my photographs, you can actually see to where I had some dark sections inside a photograph, but due to HDR, you can also see those nice bright highlight details at the same time in the same image.
So Cam, I've played a lot of video games, not as much as, I won't say that. So Cam, I play video games every once in a while, and it seems like you start playing it and within a day or so you're done. Right. How immersive and how deep is this gaming experience? How many layers? Is there a lot of stuff that I can actually do in this game?
Yeah, there's actually quite a bit you can do in it. You have 13 different operators. There's over 69 different types of weapons you can get into. And Ubisoft is actually adding in even new Archaean threats. So Ubisoft has listened to some of the complaints. Some people said they ran out of interest in the game really quick. Ubisoft has heard that, and they're adding stuff into the game to keep people's interest.
Cam, do you have any tips in the game that you can give these hardcore gamers?
Oh, do I? Okay, so check this out. So there's blinding spore carriers that will jump on your operator as you're playing the game. What you have to do is drop a grenade at your feet. Hear me out, I know. Throw a grenade at your feet is going to kill your character. Guess what? As of right now, your character takes no damage from their own grenade. However, if you drop it at your feet, it will blow up and blow those blinding spores off of you so your character doesn't get blinded and they don't take damage. It just simply blows those spores right off of you and you can keep on gaming.
Man, it sounds like a scary game. You got spores trying to kill you and all sorts of crazy stuff.
Absolutely.
Okay. So, whether you're a hardcore gamer or a casual gamer, there's some serious advantages to actually utilizing a projector to play games. So if you have a projector, remember a projector is not just for watching movies and watching broadcasts, but you can also connect your PlayStation, your Xbox, your gaming PC, and have a whole different experience when you're playing video games. We're going to be doing multiple games throughout the year. Thank you, BenQ. And what's the next game that you're going to be reviewing?
Next game up is going to be Horizon Forbidden West, and I'll be playing that with the BenQ X3000i.
So what's different between the 700 and the 3000? So that's this guy back here, right?
Yeah, so the 700 is a dedicated competition first-person shooter projector. It's small and movable and weighs only 6.8 pounds, so you can throw this in your backpack, bring it to the gaming competition with you. Whereas the X3000i, you can see over there, is bigger, heavier, but it has 2 additional game modes on it, which are RPG for role-playing games and SPG for sports games. So this is more of an overall gaming projector, bigger sound system, LED instead of lamp-based.
Okay, and also 4K. Oh, they're both 4K.
They're both 4K.
And the game you're going to be playing next is
Horizon Forbidden West,
Horizon Forbidden West.
which is an expansive open world game, and I already got some hours into it. It looks really good on a projector.
Okay, so thank you. We don't have time to really go into hyper detail about each particular game, so check out Cam's article on projectorreviews.com, which we'll be updating regularly as he continues to add games to the library. All right, so thank you guys for listening. Take care, and we will talk to you soon.